Ladies and gentlemen, we are back with some more The Revival of United. If you're enjoying the series, make sure you smash that like button down below, and of course subscribe so you don't miss out on more amazing content. But we have a Champions League game today against FC Bayern Munich. But of course we have to check the schedule to see how we are going. So since we last were here, it was a 0-0 at home against Chelsea. In fact, it was a sold out crowd. Yeah, it was a tough game. Then had another 0-0 to make it 4 consecutive 0-0s. This time though we did win on penalties, fortunately, as Lingard missed, but Paddy Knair and Harry Chapman both missing to send us through to the next round. We then scored 4 goals to turn up tides in these 3 straight 0-0s for a 4-2 win over Huddersfield, 1-0 win over PSV, then a 5-0 absolute mauling of Everton. Of course, Romelu Lukaku came back this game and scored a brace against his former club. Then a tidy 1-0 win away from home against Leicester. Big game today against FC Bayern Munich. Right, so this is the team. David De Gea in net, with Smalling, Lindelof at the centre-back positions. Led Shaw out wide. Matic in defensive midfield with Herrera, Pogba in the middle. Rashford, Lingard, Lukaku making up the front 3. A very solid squad. One tactical change I've been meaning to make though is when we're in possession. We're away from home here, so I'm thinking let's slow down the tempo a bit. We're away from home, let's play it safe. Also, let's change this to whipped crosses, because we want to look to get it onto the head of Romelu Lukaku. And without further ado, let's passionately tell the lads that this is a great opportunity to prove all the pundits right. They respond well to that. They're motivated. Let's go get into this game and hopefully get us 3 points. 3 points here will go a long way towards our continental qualification, because if we look at a table here, league table, we are currently behind Bayern Munich, but a win basically, you know, sets us up very well to get through to the next stage. So let's minimize that and just, I don't know, chuck it up here like this or something. No, let's chuck it up in this corner. Okay, there we go. But Ribery will have a free kick on the edge of the area. Goes short to Tolisso. Tolisso shoots. De Gea was never worried. Never worried at all, David was. But hey, that's alright. That's alright. 0-0 isn't awful. Still a long way to go in this game, though. Hopefully we can get a few goals in this one. That will be ideal. Because last time you guys saw a 0-0, yeah, Led is playing. Darmian is a bit out of shape, so I thought, why not give the youngster a game against FC Bayern Munich away from home in the Champions League? Why not? You know, he's got to be ready at some point. Also, while we're on the note of Manchester United and fullbacks, let's start seeking out injuries. Valencia went out with a injury in Ecuador's win. Furthermore, Fellaini is finally coming back. Eric Bailly had quite a serious injury that meant that he was out, and Alexis Sanchez also had an injury that meant he was out, but he's almost back. If we go to the medical center, we'll see injury history here. Then let's sort by date and look at the most recent. Alexis Sanchez, that pulled groin against Leicester, was 5 to 6 days, because he came back from an injury from the Chelsea match, didn't he? Yes. Bruised knee. No. I thought it was against Chelsea that he hurt himself. Anyway, Valencia also hurt himself. That was out for 3 to 6 weeks. And Eric Bailly is still out after having an injury in the Middlesbrough match. Oh yeah, here's the groin strain. 4 weeks. Which is 4 to 5 weeks of sprained knee ligament. So that was a worry, but it's Ribery now coming forward. But Luke Shaw does well to nullify Muller. We're looking solid here, United. As De Gea goes short to Smalling, back to De Gea, the sweeper keeper. Look at this, David De Gea doing sweeper keeper things as he plays it forward to Marcus Rashford. Rashford across to Herrera. Herrera back to Smalling. And these are nice little triangles. We're nice and wide right now, which gives Lingard plenty of space to drive back. Now crosses it into Rashford on the back post. Rashford has a shot, but it is just wide, meaning Neuer will have a goal kick. It's currently a very even match through the first 25 minutes, but we do have a corner See if we can break the deadlock. And Herrera rises, heads it to Chris Smalling, and Chris Smalling, with his second goal in as many matches, he makes it 1-0. Christopher Smalling. Cheers, Mike. Well, not the goal scorer I was expecting as we look at here. Herrera just heads it down and Smalling's like, I'll take that, and pounces in it like a cat and puts it in the back of the net. Delightful. We're up here. Bayern Munich sticking also in a 4-3-3. Very similar style to how we play, except they've got a raw Dementer out wide, which is decent, and a box-to-box midfielder, which is similar to Carrillo in many ways. So they're very similar to how we play. Bayern Munich, but slightly more conservative in terms of wing backs. Muller heads it wide, looking for Lewandowski, but Smalling does well there, and he will retain possession. But David De Gea with a poor kick to Tolisso, and Herrera wins it back though in midfield, and that's where you like to win the ball. And now can we counter here? Pogba flooding forward, goes to Romelu Lukaku. Now the fullback seeing back for Bayern Munich has caused some issues for us on the counter. Because look, our fullbacks press up to try and cause issues. So we push the ball all the way back to the keeper, which creates these kind of opportunities. And Herrera with the interception. He shoots from distance, not the greatest shot. I would have liked him to look to play a diagonal ball to Lukaku or reset the opportunity. But it is what it is. Neuer once again looking for the header Lewandowski. Lindelof wins in the air though. Only as far as to define Munich midfield. But we do retain possession through the exploits of, who was that? Who are you? Let me click on you. Laird. Ethan Laird. Putting in a shift for us as Luke Shaw goes inside to Rashford. That's a good ball by Luke Shaw as Rashford cuts it back. Lukaku makes it 2. And that's why I like the left fullback overlapping, because the inside forward tucks into the space, which creates these overloading opportunities. And there, it pays dividends. You know what? I don't usually do tactical overlooks. So let's do this, okay? Alright, so let's do a quick tactical breakdown here. So Luke Shaw is on the wing. And he's overloading here, which puts a lot of pressure on Rafinha. Now with this extra pressure on Rafinha, it forces him to come out to mark up against Luke Shaw. Otherwise Luke Shaw's just going to get down the byline for a cross into the middle section, roughly at this front post area. But what Luke Shaw can do, if we watch what happens, is he can go inside to Marcus Rashford. Now Marcus Rashford has an opportunity here, because what happens is, because the fullback's being pulled so far away from the ball, the centre back has to come across to Marcus Rashford, which means Lukaku can dart in between the centre backs, which is always very dangerous. If we can dart there, ideally what would then happen is Lingard, the winger, would put pressure on the fullback by starting to sit on his back shoulder but staying nice and wide, so the centre back can't drift. And that way it's a 2v1 basically, as Rashford comes forward with a 2v1. Lukaku makes that dart in between the centre backs and has an uncontested ball at the back post, and that's what you like to see. And that's how we go 2-0 up, I should say. It's very effective there, as Jesse Lingard picks up an injury, so he will have to come off. Jesse Lingard with a potential foot injury. I guess, see, this is the problem. In terms of players, we don't have many options. Like Marcus Rashford is the natural selection out there. He plays a winger, which I guess is what I will do with Marcus Rashford. Chuck him out wide as a winger, because Alexis Sanchez isn't ready to play yet. So that does hurt our build-up play, because I felt Rashford was doing out that well out on the left. Well, as you saw by his assist. But Martial should be pretty much a like-for-like replacement out there. We could lose a bit of the impact we have out wide with Jesse Lingard, because Lingard's a very pacey dribbler who has got a good cross. And Marcus Rashford isn't as solid as crossing, but we don't lose the pace, maybe a bit of the dribbling ability, but that's alright. At 2-0 up, we're in a very good spot. We will get through to half-time, hopefully 2-0 up. Come on. Any second now. And there's the confirmation. 2-0 up at half-time. A very solid outing. If we head over to the team talk, we'll praise the lads, because that is very, very solid. And let's just jump into the second half. No, without further ado, no need for any changes. They do make a change, though. They make a double change, in fact, FC Bayern Munich. As Julian Weigl, who's obviously transferred from Borussia Dortmund, and Kingsley Coman come on for Ribery and Thiago. Thiago on a yellow, and Ribery not having a very good game, plus being old. That does make sense. Antonio Rudiger on the bench. Bayern Munich from Chelsea. And of course, Ian Robin, who we would probably expect to feature probably for Thomas Muller in the latter parts of this game. But Rashford on the wing, not his natural position. It's a decent cross, but Neuer will come out for it and collect quite comfortably. Now, an early blow would not be ideal here. As the ball gets fired forward, Koeman heads down to Lewandowski, who's in very good position, and he will score. Lindelof really the culprit there. Should have done better, Lindelof. As we will see in this 3 dimensions. The ball's fired forward, and Lindelof really just slides in, doesn't even make a foul, and really, you can't really blame De Gea there. Nothing he could really do against a finisher that lethal. Lindelof, not his best moment in the United shirt, that's for sure. But we're still 2-1 up. Let's actually shout to the lads and say, concentrate. Tell them to concentrate. Rashford puts it in. Looking for Martial. But will it be another counter-attack? Pogba does well. As Martial comes forward. Martial! Makes it 3. Easy as that. Anthony Martial with the goal. Exceptional stuff. And I told them... Concentrate, guys. Oh no, it's so overwhelming. Come on. I do like there's feedback though. That is a huge improvement this year. That there is feedback for the shout. Thomas Muller having a dreadful game, but Martial with a goal off the bench. That could prove very, very big in this match, as we have restored our 2-goal advantage. But Alaba will stand over a free kick. He shoots. De Gea will hold on to it as well. Very well done by David De Gea. As we will look to fire the ball forward. David De Gea, no. Yes, he rolls it out to Chris Smalling. Chris Smalling forward now to Romelu Lukaku, who's had a very good game so far, but Alaba cuts it out. Hopefully we can get some more of that overlapping action, as Ander Herrera pinches the ball in a very good position. Can he get the ball across to Lukaku? He can. Lukaku, he took it first time. He probably shouldn't have. Let's change our team instructions. Let's actually emphasize the overlap on the left. Let's see if we can focus play down the left. Try and force it up that side a bit to see if we can get some opportunities coming. As Pogba shoots, but Martial will not get there in time. But Muller with an awful pass. And it's ping-ponged around in the box. Nothing comes of it though. Our possession at 54% isn't great. I'm not going to make any tactical change though, as we are counter-attacking very effectively. I have gone to more of a counter-attacking system. As you can see in transition, instead of holding our shape, we are counter-attacking. Which is something I did change, and Tolisso can be sent off here. Yeah, he's gone. Tolisso off, which means Muller will come off as predicted, but instead he has to come off for a fullback. Well, defensive midfielder actually. I thought Hector was a fullback. I thought Hector's primary position was a fullback. It is. He can apparently play defensive midfielder as well. There you go. The more you know. I would have thought Rafinha was more of a central midfielder. But it is what it is. Lukaku heads it on. No one really to head it onto there by Romelu. That's something I should probably actually look at as well with Romelu Lukaku and his player instructions. He should be holding up the ball. Is there a way to I can tell him who to head it onto? No, there isn't. That would be useful, but alas, there is not. As Bayern Munich is coming forward, Rafinha puts it into the area. De Gea does well though. Alright, we have Weigl on the wing. Back to Thomas Hummels. Alaba. Oh, that's an awful mistake. Kingsley Coman will score. Now that is mightily disappointing, isn't it? Hummels just puts it out wide to Alaba. And now I can see why United fans are begging for new centre-backs. I have to hook one of them. Okay, let's take off Lindelof for Phil Jones. One of them has to be hooked. One of them has to be hooked. I'll hook Lindelof first, because Smalling has had goal to his name, which does make him seem more effective. I'm going to make actually my final change. Ander Herrera is on a yellow. I do want to protect him from potentially being sent off. And Fred is a very solid replacement. No, let's not do that. Let's just go like for like here with Fred. Well, not like for like, but A swap there with Fred coming in as a Carrillo. Fred not really ever playing his natural position. Most disappointing though is probably we've gone down and they're on 10 men. That's probably the most disappointing aspect of all of this. Let's make a slight change though when we're in position. Let's not focus play. I will continue to look to the overlap. But let's close out this last 10 minutes in style, of course. 10 minutes to go. Let's hold on for the win here. Alright, we've had a solid game. They're focused. I'm going to shout and tell us to tighten up. Right, tighten up, lads. Tighten up the shop. Right, they're focused. That's good. Let's also make the change to go back to a balanced system to play a bit more conservatively, which is ideal. Paul Pogba picking up a booking. Rafinha puts it into Coman. It's a great challenge actually, but they will hold on to it. Can we win it here? Rashford, no, he won't rise up, but Laird is in possession, and Laird has had a solid game apart from that ball, but Rashford almost gets there, but alas, no. And once again, Bayern Munich will look to come forward. Smalling does well though, as Martial now has the opportunity to counter-attack. Lukaku looking for that ball inside to Rashford. Rashford now crosses. Well, it wasn't a cross, it was a shot. Probably should have looked for a cross, but it was still a decent effort on goal. We do have a corner. And will something come of this corner? We do have the big man Lukaku, but it goes short to Smalling, and it's cleared rather easily, and Bayern Munich have a chance to counter-attack, which could be dangerous. It's a great challenge by Matic though. And can we find Martial? No. No, we will not. Fiddling around with Coman, from a narrow to a wide formation. But that's okay. Well, just keep an eye on Coman. There he is actually, Kingsley. With a decent effort on goal with De Gea. I mean, you're going to have to do better to, challenge De Gea than that. And geez, Bayern Munich are going all for it now. 4-2-2-1. It's a very least formation. In FIFA at least, but looks like we are going to get away with a 3-2 victory. Shouts. Demand more. Let's demand more from the lads. See if that will get us through. Martial feels pressured. That's not good. Can I shout something? No, I can't shout to recover the shout. 5 minutes of added time. Still plenty of time left in this match. But Pogba with the overlap by Luke Shaw. And that's the kind of overlap we like to see. But Martial isn't in the half space. But Shaw does sensationally. Rashford, can he not finish it off? Luke Shaw, sensational run there from left back. That was sensational actually. Now Laird will look to do something here. Laird gets to the byline, whips it in, but Neuer will comfortably handle that. Luke Shaw for me, man of the match so far. No doubt about that. Key involvement in the second goal. And just very good in the build-up. From what I've seen, has been very solid defensively. So I'm pleased with the lad. He's done well. He's done very well. He has made a mistake there though. Will he recover as Coman comes down the wing? He does recover well, but it is a corner. A corner with seconds left on the clock. This could very well be Bayern Munich's last chances. Boateng heads it. It's just gone over the bar. My goodness, De Gea, he dived for it. He was nervous. And the final whistle is blown. We have recorded a victory. It was a nervy one though. I will tell the lads that people had written us off today. Well in, lads. Done well, and it is a win. Jesse Lingard's injury 3 to 4 weeks with the twisted ankle. We'll leave that to the physio. We received some money. Let's do his press conference, of course. No, they showed a willingness to fight with his shirt. Just calmly say, I don't want to comment on individual performances. It's looking better than first feared. He's a top class player, and that is that. Let's continue. Let's see what the press is saying. Are they happy with what I said? Are they hating it? Are people ringing me? It was a solid victory. Apparently there's no press report. Can I have some press reports please? Well, we'll put us top of the Champions League group, which is very, very useful. We'll eat our fourth cup, as you can see, against Brighton Hove Albion. Be a solid game there against Brighton. Can I please get the advance? No. Apparently it's going to take a while. But guys, if you did enjoy the video, make sure you do smash the like button and of course subscribe. All the support is appreciated. You guys have been insane recently. Now let's look what we have in our inbox now. Just a couple of... here we go. Still happy with that. No reports from the players and how they react. But hey, that wraps us up. What will we come back for next time? Let's look at the schedule. Got another Bayern. Oh, it's got to be Man City. It has to be Man City. So we'll come back for that Man City game. But until next time, guys, have a great time. Peace.